welcome to the second official episode of the Ferda Tunez podcast. I'm your host, Wyatt, and I'm joined, as usual, by the boys, Liam MacArthur and Gianmarco Lamana. Sorry for a little bit of echo in my mic. Hopefully we fix that in this episode. Praying for it, guys, but worst case scenario, we'll have that fixed for you ASAP. And we're also coming to streaming services ASAP, working on shit. Sorry, guys. Coming to you soon. Ferda Tunez. We're on the come up. Anyways, I believe something very big happened in Toronto just a couple nights ago. Liam, you want to talk about that real quick?
Yes, sir. The Toronto Raptors have won the NBA championship.
Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Which one is it? Pick one.
Woo! So, obviously, this is huge for the city. As a huge Raptor fan, I couldn't be happier. Drake's probably fucking going absolutely bonkers.
Drake's losing his damn mind right now.
Kawhi iced it, obviously, in the fourth. Who else?
The new GOAT?
The new GOAT of the city. Why?
I don't know shit about sports, so he's the GOAT to me now. I don't know. He's Toronto.
And Kawhi with the MVP, of course. It was very well deserved by him. Obviously, he made that historic shot in the Eastern, or no, what was it?
Second round.
In the second round, and it's something that's going to leave a mark in Toronto forever. So, congratulations to those players, and
legendary.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors.
Big
Do you
congratulations.
think he's gonna stay?
It's tough to say. I think, well, today actually Anthony Davis is heading to the Lakers.
That's a big move. Lonzo Ball got traded in that.
Yeah, and Mark Ingram. So, and
Who?
Mark Ingram.
Who?
Brandon Ingram.
You're
Mark
shocked.
Ingram's a football
You're
player.
fine.
Mark Ingram's a football player. But yeah, obviously the temptation is there for him to go to Cali.
Everyone's saying he's going to the Clippers.
But yeah, who knows? I hope he stays, but he did give the city a championship, so I could never hate him.
At the end of the day, we can't be mad.
I can't hate him for it. So yeah, congratulations to him. Thank you, Kawhi, for all your efforts, and to the whole Toronto Raptors team, congratulations.
Congratulations to the fans as well. I know they've been waiting on that one.
Fuck, the city imploded, man. Did you see the fucking Six Buzz?
Oh yeah.
Holy
all
shit.
The fuck shit. So, getting into more news that happened this week, we're starting off with some sad ones. A legend, Bushwick Bill from the Ghetto Boys, the infamous rap group from the 90s, died at age 52 of pancreatic cancer on Sunday night in Houston. Scarface posted about it, but his publicist confirmed the passing on Sunday evening. And it's just another tragic loss. He's 52 is just too young for anybody. And Bushwick Bill is... legend, big legend. Ghetto Boys are like, come on, Mine's Playing Tricks on Me.
Oh man, banger.
Like, just classics. We all know.
Yeah, it was a huge loss to the hip hop community, and my thoughts and prayers are with his family right now. And
100%.
R.I.P. Bushwick Bill.
It's a tough one, tough loss. Moving on from there, we got Lil Durk faces multiple charges, including attempted fucking murder. According to reports, police have footage of him shooting a man in Atlanta in February. It just be like that sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
Lil Durk has a track called No Auto Durk. Bro, anyone who's listening, go listen to that track. That shit slaps.
I think a lot, like, at least, I'm not saying all of his shit, but some of it's...
Don't say anything wild, bro. Just don't say anything wild.
No, I'm just saying, like, some of it actually slaps. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying all of his shit slaps, but... he definitely has some slappers, and it's like,
he has some hot trash.
He just, oh yeah,
Hey,
don't get me wrong, man, he does, but when he's on, he's on.
Yeah, I mean, shit, attempted murder, I don't know. Moving on from there, we got Missy Elliott becoming the first female rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I'm hella happy about this. I've loved Missy Elliott ever since I was a kid. She goes hard.
Yeah, she
Classics.
has bangers.
You can't hate Missy Elliott. I'm sorry. If you're hating Missy Elliott, you hate yourself. She's fucking sick with it. What else can you say about Missy Elliott that she's not sick with it?
She is, if not one of the greatest female rappers of all time.
100%. Influence.
Yeah,
bonkers.
It's dumb crazy. Like, I feel like she paved the way for female rappers now and today.
I feel that
Like-
because she was when she was popping, like she was popping, and
Yeah.
she was
Oh,
making
yeah, man.
fucking bangers. So, congrats to Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
That's a
congrats,
big one.
Missy.
Also, congrats in order for Pusha T. He's covering the June issue of the L'Uomo Vogue magazine, dedicated to truly unique people, is what I found when I looked up what L'Uomo Vogue is, because I thought it was just Vogue, you know?
Yeah,
But,
I had no idea either, man.
New issue, apparently. I'd never heard of it. Either way, congrats. Another congrats to an unfortunate soul. Mac Miller's album Swimming has officially gone platinum, which is great news because fantastic album, in my opinion.
Oh, I love the album.
Album's amazing.
Honestly, like, it was a very light album. It was very like dark in some points, but upbeat in others, and
It's very emotional.
It-
all
yeah,
around.
it was
very emotional.
very
and
emotional.
personal.
and I really enjoyed it. Congrats to Mac and R.I.P.
Yeah, big RIP. That was a huge loss. Moving on from there, in some weird news, we got Justin Bieber jokingly challenged Tom Cruise to a fight on Twitter.
Justin Bieber would actually get slapped, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, he said that too, because he tweeted it, and people were taking it seriously for a minute, and then somebody, TMZ, I think, caught up with him, and he was like, "No, dude, like, I'm joking." But I don't get it. What the, what?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of this all? I saw it, I was so confused.
that's just so random. Like,
It's like, yo, I'm gonna fight Tom Cruise.
of
It's
all
like-
people, this.
It's like, word.
I feel like in a way he might have been just a bit serious. Like, just
I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know why.
it's
he
just
would
so
really-
weird. I don't know what to say about it, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
I don't know. We'll keep checking for Justin Bieber, I guess.
Come on.
Yeah.
Moving on from there, Lil Xan pulled a gun on a dude at a gas station. Dude was harassing him about the whole Tupac scenario that happened a while back, where Lil Xan just said he thought Tupac was overrated, basically. The video is really weird. All you kind of really see is this dude, like, just talking shit, and then Lil Xan just goes, "Fucking get away from me, bro!" And then he pulls out a gun, and then they get in their car and leave, and it's like, okay. So, that's all we really need to say about that.
This is why he is the biggest waste man in the rap game. Like, straight up. Like,
I mean, it's
come on, man.
Lil Xan. Let's let's pray for him. So we saw, or Liam and I saw, Rocket Man over the weekend, at least.
It was actually phenomenal.
thought
I
it was
loved
great.
it.
I enjoyed fucking a lot of it. It was more of a musical style than it was biopic, I found. Like, it was like scenes just kind of transitioned into songs seamlessly, like in like a musical, like a Les Mis style type of thing. But I was fulfilled. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. I fucking shed a couple tears.
I really liked how they had a song for each point in his life, like with his dickhead of a manager, with him growing up, with his dad, everything. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
movie
really-
was straight up phenomenal, man.
Yeah, 100%. And it really made me realize how personal Elton John's music really is now, knowing like a good amount. There's just things you pick up on in the movie. I can't really spoil much, but shit, it's if you're a fan of Elton John, you must go see this movie.
I agreed.
Just saying. So last week we recapped the majority of albums that have been released this year, but there's a couple we missed, so let's just bang these out real quick. We got Wiz Khalifa, High Times. He dropped on 420. I fucking liked it. It was pretty hot.
Yeah. It was a good 420 drop.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
huge Wiz fan, and it was a
Yeah.
nice treat from Wiz.
Definitely. There was a feature on there. Some guy I can't remember his name, but he was featured on there a couple times, and I just hated his voice. But I don't know. It's all good. Also, Wiz Khalifa dropped with Currency mixtape album.
It was more of a mixtape.
Yeah,
I think
2009 is called.
Yeah, it was dumb fire. Like,
I
him
fucks with Currency heavy, so that's
Yeah.
definitely must.
they've been fucking with each other for a long time, and I felt like it was about time that they dropped something together, and it was dumb fire.
100%. We also got Rico Nasty and Kenny Beats with Anger Management. That shit was
Slap.
hard.
Yeah. Whoa, Kenny.
Rico Nasty, up and come, crazy. If you like hard female rappers that have a fucking edge to them, go check out Rico Nasty. If you haven't heard of her, you're big sleeping. T-Pain came through with a random drop, and it's called One Up. I listened to a little bit of it, and I don't know, it was alright. Fucking T-Pain. What else? What can you really say about T-Pain at this point? Moving on from there, Steve Lacy dropped Apollo, some Roman numerals. I can't remember the numbers.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
Can't lie to you. I didn't listen to it. I heard some bad things, but I've enjoyed what I've heard from Steve Lacy, so I might have to get around to it soon. Moving on from there, Little Sims dropped her album The Gray Area. Little Sims, UK female rapper, fucking great. Just pulled out all the stops with this one. She's just snapping all over it. I loved it. I highly recommend. And yeah, check out for Little Sims. Moving on from there, Czarface, the collective with the producers 7L, Esoteric, and legendary Wu-Tang member Inspector Deck, released an album with another legendary Wu-Tang member, Ghostface Killah. Shit is hard. If you like that underground boom bap, New York, just kind of, they got that comic book vibe to them. Czarface, they fucking great. If you haven't heard of Czarface and you fucks with underground rap heavy, big one, big
super
one to check
fire,
out.
super fire.
Smoke Perp released the Lost Planet EP. It was just kind of alright, run-of-the-mill Smoke Perp for me.
Yeah, it had some bangers and then a few tracks that were meh.
Some tracks. I know my girlfriend would kill me if I didn't mention Lil Sky's album Shobi that came out a couple months ago.
I didn't listen to it.
I thought it was alright.
I was skeptical of Lil Skies, but he did prove me wrong with a few tracks. But yeah, I don't mind him. Definitely would peep.
I definitely think he's better than most of the people in his department, like the Trippy Reds, the Little Pumps, that type of shit. But I think he has some potential, and I think he's got a good way to go. So I'll check out for him. Moving on from there, in some electronic, we got Merlot with Dolos. Hella trippy, hella wavy. Fuck, I only listened to it once, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but shit was good, and I need to get into it again. Moving on from there, Jai Wolf dropped The Cure to Loneliness. I know Jamarco's a fan of this guy.
Good album.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's kind of, it's like a niche electronic album. Like, you have to like the certain, I don't know. And if you listen to old Jai Wolf, like, it sounds different to this Jai Wolf. So you have to be ready for a change, but like there's still really good tracks. Like the second track, "Lose My Mind," that was a great track. Yeah. That's like probably the best track.
It was a fantastic track.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a niche electronic album. If you like electronic music, check it out. But if you don't like electronic, I don't know about that one.
For sure. Moving on from there, last one I believe. I wanted to kick myself in the nuts for this one, forgetting Stella Donnelly. Last week, the Beware of the Dogs album. It's this little indie rocker, singer-songwriter girl. Had an EP about 2 years ago that I loved and was waiting on this one and was very impressed. So if you like a little bit of soft indie rock, check that shit out for sure. Stella Donnelly, great one. Moving on to the new releases of the week. Drake just dropped Omerta and Money in the Grave featuring Rick Ross. Came out, boom, just today. What do we think, boys?
I wasn't a huge fan of Omerta, but Money in the Grave is a straight up banger from Drake.
You're gonna hear that all summer, bro.
100%.
You're gonna get
the Canada Day pool party, just all parties all summer long, baby.
It's a good summer track, I think.
But
and he was flowing.
Yeah,
he had corny bars.
Let's calm down a little bit.
But like the track,
I see what you guys are saying, but like summer track of the year.
No.
I think like I'm gonna stop playing this in a week.
Really, you're fried.
I don't think it's that good though, but I liked Money in the Grave, but I don't see it like lasting type of thing. And Omerta was pretty boring to me.
I didn't like Omerta.
It was really boring, and the slight jabs at Pusha T, it's just like, why is this still going on? Like that, you got bodied a year ago on the story of Adion. Like just leave it at that, man.
Yeah, it's the same thing with not the same thing, but because obviously the Meek Mill situation played out differently. But Drake always even after 2 years after the back-to-back and Meek Mill thing, Drake was still throwing shots and Meek Mill wasn't, and everyone was just kind of ignoring it, and it's why is he still throwing shots? Why is he just petty? I know we said the petty king or whatever, but it's bro, when you take a L, you can't come back next year and just throw a couple light shots and be you think you were hot because you told on me or whatever. Nah, bro, you got exposed and you got shit on. You just gotta take that, bro. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't come back and just be
100%.
nah, bro. It was I don't know.
I'm just so sick of Drake beefing with everyone. I'll just leave it at that. Straight up, there's just been too many beefs with this guy, and I just don't want to hear another diss track by Drake. I love Drake, don't get me wrong, but man, just quit the beefing, bro.
Another diss track by Drake.
Bro, how many diss tracks has him and Meek had? What, three each? They had bare, bro.
Drake had two.
Yeah.
Oh, two, yeah.
I think.
Charged Up was ass. We know what back to back was.
Yeah.
And even what's it called?
Which one? The one Meek Mill dropped?
No, the one that Drake dropped against Pusha. That was good, and then Pusha ruined it.
Yeah.
It was a good track, and then
W was hot, and then Pusha T.
Yeah, so no one talks about.
Came out the volcano.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see these or most of Drake's singles lasting as long as they used to, nearly as long as they used to. I think it's a banger cut, Money in the Grave, and Omerta. I like the strings on there and the beat's pretty cool, but his rhyme scheme got so boring to me so quick.
Yeah, it got repetitive.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Moving on from there, fucking Giannis. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib featuring Anderson .Paak dropped new single off Bandana, and wow, it's a banger. It's fantastic.
I was blown away. The transition from Freddie's verses into Anderson .Paak just coming in and doing a lengthy little hook, I'd say.
Yeah, no, the pre-hook into the hook is fucking so dope. I almost broke my neck bobbing my head to that shit the first time I heard it.
Legit, the beat is fire. The verses are fire. There's nothing bad to say about this track.
It's a great one, man. I'm just getting more and more hyped for that fucking album.
The
album
anticipation is super real.
No cap. Moving on from there, the Free Nationals dropped a new track with Mac Miller and Kali Uchis called Time, and I thought it was fantastic.
I really liked it. It brought back summer vibes. As soon as I started bumping it, it just immediately just felt like summer, and it
felt that.
Yeah, I just felt it, and just hearing any new Mac Miller, it's amazing to me. And I love Kali Uchis, man.
Oh,
her voice, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that collab and I thought I was dreaming because Mac Miller is one of my favorite artists. Kali Uchis I've been in love with since I discovered her 2 years ago. I don't know. Amazing cut. Definitely worth checking out.
And shout out to the Nationals for the sick beat on that song, man.
100%. These guys are doing good. Moving on from there, Dreamville finally comes and drops 2 tracks from their Revenge of the Dreamers 3, Down Bad and Got Me. Now, Down Bad was catchy. I like the beat. The beat was quirky, hella dope. I think JID and Earth Gang killed it. First verse at the start, JID. Last verse, Earth Gang. They outshine fucking everyone on that track. They shit on that track. J. Cole and Boss, I think, were just so underwhelming on the cut. I liked it, and I thought, the hook was catchy, the beat was catchy. I was like, yo, this is it, bro. I'm actually impressed with this track. And Cole and Boss just sounded so underwhelming. Cole came out and says on the first line, oh, Dreamville, head honcho, we came from nothing like the Big Bang Theory. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? You came from nothing like the Big Bang.
I know.
Bro.
That's just so cringy, man.
The worst part
so
is,
cringy.
Mans will listen to that and try to tell me he's on the same level with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Man, don't even get me started on that.
Don't listen to music. I'm sorry. If you say that, don't listen to music. I'm sorry.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I just think he's overrated. That's all. But anyways, the other track, Got Me, was super generic R&B. Ty Dolla $ign, Ari Lennox was on it, someone else I think. And I shit you not, there's a part on got me, where I forget who was singing, but they come in, they start singing something about like being a nice guy, and then they go, oh, but nice guys finish last in the bedroom, and I literally shut the song off from there. I usually give a song a full listen on the first one. Nah, I shut it off right there, bro. That was too much. That was too much corny shit.
I'm just not too hyped for this tape, to be honest. I think I'm one of the few that's just like, it's when it drops, it's whatever, and like good for them, but I'm just not that into the whole Dreamville scene.
Yeah, I don't see it being like a highlight of the year. Moving on from there, we got in some electronic news, we got Tycho. He drops the new track Japan off his new album, as well as the instrumental version, which is actually instead of just the vocals ripped off the track, it's a completely revised version of the original song with different melodies and a longer instrumental. So if you enjoy Tycho's previous work, where it's just all instrumental, very wavy, he's got a new singer on most of his albums, so if you're not feeling the new track, give the instrumental a listen to. Some waves on there. Jamarco, I'm talking to you. Check out that instrumental, baby. It's a good one.
It was a super dope track, man. I haven't previously listened to Tycho that much, but after hearing Japan, he's definitely going to be in my future listens.
Yeah,
I thought it was really well done.
That album Weather is coming up soon, and hyped for that one. I think it's gonna be a nice summer vibes. Killy dropped a new album. Toronto rapper Killy. It's called Light Path 8. I would say it's pretty good. He continues to improve with his sound. I think it's kind of the same shit, but what do you guys think?
Different, I think.
Yeah, this was kind of different from the EP he dropped before, where it was just all hard.
Yeah.
Like,
you could tell it was different sounds.
Yeah, this was a lot like slower vibes and stuff, and like.
But he had that on his first album too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like it just sounds like more Killy to me.
Yeah, there's just one track I just didn't really get into, and it was called Destiny, I think.
Yeah.
I just did not like that track.
You guys were shitting on that track last night. I don't think it was that bad.
Really?
I just didn't like it. I
didn't think any of the songs were like particularly amazing, but I don't know. I thought Destiny was alright.
Like he sounded like he's trying to do like a baby Cardi voice. That's what it sounded like to me. Like there was like not the whole song, but like there was like a little section of it, and he changed his voice, and it sounded so bad.
Yeah.
Listen to Destiny again, you'll hear it. It's ass.
I listened to the full album yesterday, and then I listened to, I think, like 4 or 5 songs, and I can already tell they're just kind of already growing stale for me. I'm probably not going to come back to this one too much, but if you like Killy, you're going to fucking adore this album, basically.
Yeah, Jake loves this album, bro.
Definitely. Gucci Mane dropped a new track called Backwards, featuring Meek Mill, produced by Zaytoven, and shit is hard.
Banger.
It's got like a bit of a mid-2000s vibe to it, and they're just snapping straight up. Definitely check it out if you're a fan of the two of them. Fly it.
Love Gucci.
Coming with his first release of the year, Joji releases a new track, Sanctuary. It's a very cleaned up, kind of poppy cut. A little bit different from his other more lo-fi type of stuff, but I fucking love this song. I can't stop listening to it.
Yeah, it's such a great song. It's like vibey. That's what I love about Joji. All of his music is just a straight vibe, bro.
100%.
Like you could just be bumping it in the whip at 2 a.m, and it's just it flows so nice.
And there's always a feeling to it. There's always an emotion that you will feel with his music, I find.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree with you. Please go check that track out. It is phenomenal.
Definitely. Moving on from there, as soon as we finished recording our last episode, actually, Lil Yachty came through and dropped through a Go Crazy, Go Stupid freestyle. And I don't know. It was okay. Like, that's pretty much all I can say about it. The mixing sucked. It was, like, hard to listen to. But the beat was cool. Kind of hype. Couple tongue-in-cheek funny bars from Yachty. I don't know. Did you guys listen to it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It's Lil Yachty, bro.
Yeah, honestly, it was like a minute and a half. Not even, like...
Oh, short.
Yeah. It's literally just a freestyle. So it is what it is. I'm not going to call it like, oh, it's fucking shit, because it's literally a minute-long freestyle. It's cool. It's probably the best thing he's released in a while.
And that's what I was about to say, man.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like,
It's facts.
But yeah, Lil Boat 2 was just a straight disappointment from Yachty, unfortunately. And the flow on it was kind of hard. It just had some really cheesy bars in there that I feel like he could have avoided. But I thought it was pretty hard. But yeah, the mixing was pretty trash, to be honest.
so last single of the week I got here's Craig Zen featuring XXX Tentacion, Run It Back. Craig Zen, if you don't know, he's members only. He's like been with X, like grew up type of thing. At least like that whole clique did. At least that's from what I know. I'm not the biggest fan, but Craig Zen, hard as fuck. If you like the distorted, like angry, like kind of screamo rap shit that X would do in like his early shit, check out Craig Zen because motherfucker, he goes hard.
Yeah, and X had a very strong verse. Sorry to cut you off there, Wyatt.
Yeah, and this new track is like, you don't play around. This shit goes hard. You want gym tracks or come check this one out because shit is hard as nails. So what do we think our best new release of the week is, boys?
I'm going with Giannis from Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, and Anderson .Paak. I felt that no one like could have beaten it, and because it just set the bar so high. It was just such a fire track that I don't know, like it was just banging, man. It was banging.
I feel you, man. You took my cut. That's what I was gonna pick. Giannis, the new Freddie Gibbs, Madlib, and Anderson track. Shit's amazing.
What about you, John Marco? What's your best new release of the week?
Fuck. Honestly, I think it's Killy, bro. I
Yeah?
love the Killy album. I don't know. I've been bumping it bare.
There you go.
Elixir is my favorite track. That's just hard as fuck.
I hated that track.
Really? You didn't like Elixir?
No, I listened to it again today.
You still don't like it?
No.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You have to really fuck with Killy to like it. I don't know.
I liked the opening track. I can't think of the name, but it was banging, man.
Oh,
Lift Off, I think.
Lift Off? Yeah, that shit was a banger, bro. I really liked that track.
Moving on from there, we'll be getting into the releases that are coming up, albums that have a release date, albums that don't, expect to be released this year. Starting it off, our personal friend Matthew Zeitler is dropping an EP on his birthday, June 19th, next week. By the time you listen to this, it should be out. Matthew Zeitler, he's been working on his EDM, kind of tropical, kind of pop, kind of chill wave, super dope, vibey music.
Yeah, it's actually good, bro.
Yeah, he's been...
he's got some dope beats.
His earlier stuff, the production was always good, but I don't think his vocals were good, but they weren't as good as they should be. And then his last, what he dropped, whatever he dropped recently, or
It's the Hopeless Love, the album.
oh no, it was after Hopeless Love. He hasn't released it yet. He showed me a couple tracks that he did. Bro, the production's good, but the vocals are so good. You guys have to listen to this shit. Like, the vocals are crazy.
Yeah, he's really
I'm hyped
came
for
out
the
as a
EP.
vocalist.
He learned how to, I think, every like mixing and stuff he got better at. You could tell. And it came out really nice.
I'm fucking hyped, dude. Yeah, I think he keeps improving. I think there's a lot of potential there, and as personal friends of him, I think we've all seen his music grow quite a bit over the last few years. Bandana, as mentioned earlier, Freddie Gibbs and Madlib dropping June 28th. Super hyped for that. Announced today, Lil Nas X announced his album mixtape, maybe whatever, 7, dropping June 21st.
What are you thinking? I think it's gonna be trash.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. What the fuck am I supposed to expect?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be more country rap or is it
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
hip hop? Do I care? I don't know.
I
don't know yet. That's like, I'll check it out obviously when it drops.
I don't think
but
it's gonna be.
This guy literally has like 1.5 song.
I'm actually hyped for it. From
Of course you are, bro. Yo, he's gonna be low key top 5 of the year.
no, but like real shit. Like from the snippets I heard, it sounds pretty hard to me.
Oh,
And
yeah?
it's away from
But is it
Old Town Road.
Oh, it's not
Definitely,
country?
it's not country.
Is it just like regular rap?
Yeah, the beats are hard, like real
Yeah.
shit. From the snippets he's posted to his Twitter, 100%. Man.
Alright, well, we'll see how it is, you know. I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. Moving on from there, Little Uzi Vert, Eternal Atake or Atake, I've heard pronounced, I don't know. Apparently, it's coming out June 21st. I saw that on Wiki. I don't know where they got that from, so don't quote me on that. But he did say in like a TMZ interview that it was coming out like 2 weeks from now, and I think that was about a week ago-ish. So I don't know. I'm not like head over heels for this album. I think everything Uzi's dropped since like his breakout mixtape has just kind of been more and more underwhelming. And this whole retirement thing, coming back and like, oh, I'm not making music, oh, DJ drama. Like, I think it's just going to be all this bullshit, and he's going to drop the album, and it's just not going to be that good.
No, I think that too. I think that's going to happen.
I don't know. I'm a huge Uzi fan, and I'm kind of excited for it. But I bet it gets moved again.
Bro, what was his last album?
Was that Love Is Rage 2?
Yeah, that shit sucked.
Pretty bad.
There's a few bangers in there, though.
Yeah, like Sauce It Up was good. I like that track, bro. But it was so long. And
it was very inconsistent,
yeah,
I'll say.
It had like
Very.
3 good tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
I think it had like 2. The one with Pharrell and 444 plus 222 was.
Oh, the Pharrell track slapped.
I think
Yeah,
those
Neon
two,
Guts.
those two were like the.
Neon Guts.
That was a slap.
Yeah, those two were the only ones I remember, and the only ones I like listened to after listen. Yeah, I don't know. It's Uzi. Moving on from there, Big Crit announced another album. Crit Is Here, dropping July 12th. I think we're all hyped for that one.
Yeah.
Hella
Super
underrated.
amped.
Chance the Rapper has been teasing his album coming out in July. We just know it's coming in July. That's just been tweeting that. If you follow Chance on Twitter, you know he's dropping an album in July.
What do you think it's gonna? You think it's gonna be good?
I hope so, man. I really do. But the last single he dropped, Groceries, was like weird.
Yeah.
It was really minimal. It had like a good bop to it, and it was catchy and kind of poppy. But the lyrics and some of the just themes in it, just like literally just like while I was sitting there for the first time listening to it, just thinking like, what the fuck? I just don't get it. I don't know.
I really liked the beat. I just didn't fuck with the lyrics like Wyatt said.
Yeah, I don't know. We got Maxo Cream dropping soon. He's got 3 singles out for it, and he's just kind of been hinting at it. So we'll wait for that one. I'm hyped. Maxo Cream, hella underrated. Houston rapper. Hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yep.
Yeah, agreed. Because it's facts. Sorry. The Game, Legend, Reddy's new single for coming June 21st off of what he says is his final album, Born to Rap. And you know The Game, he keeps saying, oh, classic, coming, only classics. If it's his final album, that shit has to be very good at the least. Because I think Game is one of those rappers where he doesn't have a bad album, but he has a lot of albums that just aren't very good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of just kind of underwhelming albums, but he obviously has classics. He's the fucking Game.
I think he's going to unleash the clip on this one straight up with the production and everything. I think he's just going to go all out, man.
I really hope so, because I loved the documentary 2 and 2.5 when he dropped in 2015, I think. Those were fantastic. He was super hungry, ambitious with that one. So I'm excited for the new release. Nicki Minaj announced his new song or album. A lot of publications were split. Nobody even really knows, it seems. Dropping June 21st. I don't know. I'll always check for new Nicki. But
yeah,
that's just me. Yeah.
I really like Nicki. It's just her albums are just very inconsistent to me.
That's facts. Like I mentioned earlier, that guy Craig Zen with the members only, he's dropping a EP called Broken Kids Club on June 19th. Kind of close to that group, actually, is Wi-Fi's Funeral dropping Where Ya At Part 2 on June 21st. Now we also got big one, no release date, nothing. Kanye West. Yandi.
No, like.
We'll wait on it.
Do you think he's gonna like have a release date and like lead up to it, or do you think he's just gonna drop it?
I don't know. You never know with
what
this.
What did he do
guy.
for his last albums? What was it for?
With Ye, he came out and said, he literally came out like 2 months before it all happened and said, boom, Daytona's, Pusha T is dropping this week, I'm dropping the next week, Kid Cudi and I are dropping the next week, then Tiana, you know, and he's like, I'm producing all of them. So I don't know, man. And we all remember the Life of Pablo rollout. So I don't know. Either way,
as long as he releases it at this point, bro.
Yeah, he released a 2 fantastic albums last year. So realistically, he could take like 4 years off and he'd be good in my book. But people are eager for fucking Yandhi for...
Super excited.
You know, I'm super excited for it, but people are eager for it, which I don't get because he literally dropped... technically he dropped like 5 albums last year, produced 3 of them, and he was an artist on 2 of them.
They're like,
I don't really know what you're so fucking eager for. Oh, he needs to drop Yandhi now. Like, okay, bro, I want it too. Like, trust me, I want it, but we can wait.
there are like Instagram accounts dedicated to when Yandhi's gonna drop, and it's just so cringe, man. Like, relax, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Moving on from there, Danny Brown has an album rumored to be coming out soon. He said Q-Tip is actually producing on it, which is fucking huge. I think that's gonna be amazing.
Super pumped for new Danny Brown.
Super pumped. Revenge of the Dreamers 3. We've talked about that earlier. Kind of just right? Cozy Tapes 3 is rumored to drop. I think ASAP Ant tweeted about it recently or something.
Really?
Yeah, so shit, I'll
Cozy
check out
Tapes
for
1
that.
was good. Cozy Tapes 2 was ass. Shout out Jake.
What?
I fucked with Cozy Tapes
okay.
too, bro. Come on,
It
man.
just, I don't know.
I
It
was-
was
no.
so underwhelming compared to Cozy Tapes.
That's
Yeah.
facts. I think Cozy
Yeah.
Tapes 1 was like amazing, and Cozy Tapes 2 was like pretty good, and there was like 3 or 4 songs on Cozy Tapes 2 I thought were
High, that's a classic, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on from there, we got Rihanna has announced, not even announced, but apparently her next album is going to be reggae.
I'm hyped for that album.
Fucking hyped.
I'm super
We
fucking
haven't gotten a
hyped,
new
bro.
Rihanna in time.
Oh, it's been so long since Rihanna dropped. I'm always checking for Rihanna. Fucking love her. We also got rumored to drop soon ASAP Rocky. He's been new album. Juicy J posted about it, so we'll check about that. We'll talk about it. Okay, moving on from there, we got our classic of the week, and we've decided to just kind of condense this a little bit. We're going to do 1 album each week. I'll go first. Probably Liam will go second next episode. Jamarco will go third, whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll switch it up. So my classic of the week this week is an album that actually turned 11 years old just this past Monday, and that is Lil Wayne's The Carter 3. Many consider it his best work, but the consistent quality throughout the album and the influence it had on hip-hop in the following decade is undeniable. He capitalized on versatility with different flavored songs like Tie My Hands, Phone Home, Mrs. Officer, and Mr. Carter. This will always be a go-to for me, especially in the car. The album and the rappers it influenced, in a way, it kind of closed a door on like the bling era in hip hop. Songs like A Milli, Got Money, and Lollipop still have that taste, but it's a fucking classic in every sense of the word, and I'll just always be impressed with this album. There's just bars after bars, fire beats after fire beats. The tracks produced by Kanye are my personal favorites, like Let the Beat Build and Comfortable are just must-listen-to tracks. Even if you aren't a fan of Lil Wayne, but you've never heard more than a few songs, I highly recommend listening to this now and taking in what it did for 2010's rap and how much of a career peak it was for Weezy at the time. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, Let the Beat Build was crazy, bro. Like,
Oh, that's big facts.
I remember hearing that song. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then like.
The beat,
Bro,
beat
the beat
builds.
builds, bro. The beat builds.
Beat
bro.
fucking builds.
You're kidding me, bro. Like,
Kanye fucking Wreck-It Ralph out here building
bro,
shit.
Shit was crazy.
It's definitely a personal favorite of mine, and I would argue a top 50 rap album of all time.
Really?
Easily.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like top 30, but like top 50,
easily top 50.
100%, like 100%. Moving on from there, we're gonna start our top 10 segment, and we're starting it off strong as fuck with our top 10 rappers of all time. Liam, start us off, baby. What's the list?
So at number 10, I have Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Number 9, I got Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Number 8, I got Kendrick Lamar. Number 7, I got Ice Cube. Number 6, I got Snoop D-O-double-G.
Okay.
Number 5, I got Mr. West.
There we go.
Number 4, I got Andre 3000. Number 3, I got Tupac. Number 2, I got Notorious B.I.G. And number 1, I got Hove, Jay-Z.
There you go. That's It's not a bad list, boss. I'll definitely a couple disagrees in there, but there's always gonna be. I'd definitely bring Ice Cube a little bit down, but
yeah,
that's just me.
Tupac needs to be higher than Biggie, buddy.
Nah, Biggie's like I like Biggie over Pac. That's why I put him there. Yeah.
You're one of those guys.
I just like the Brooklyn rap scene, man.
I was for a while, man. For pretty much my whole life, I liked Biggie more than Tupac. Yeah, until recently.
Ah, man of class.
Okay. All right, Jamarco, top 10.
Okay, this is like rappers rap, so I'm not basing on like their production ability, just rapping.
Yeah,
10,
this is pure rap.
Kanye's 10. Like just rapping wise, he's still 10 for me. 9, Big L. 8, Ice Cube. Oh, fuck. It gets hard, bro. At 7, I had Kendrick, and then I had 6, I had Andre 3000. But they could literally, like, Kendrick could be 6, and then Andre could be 7. Like, they could
switch that
easily.
up, eh?
Yeah. 5 is 5. I'm gonna get hated for Eminem. Suck me. If you have a problem with that, suck me.
Definitely disagree with that one.
4, Biggie. 3, Rakim. 2, Tupac, and then the GOAT, Jay-Z is number 1.
Okay, that's a solid list. Okay, my top 10 consists of number 10 is Scarface.
Oh, I forgot Scarface.
Yeah, you can't be forgetting, man. I think you forgot another with my number 9, MF Doom.
I had him at 11.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely a top 10 contender for me.
For me.
Number 8, I have Andre 3000. Number 7, I have Lil Wayne. Number 6, I have The Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls. Number 5, I have Mr. Kanye West, Louis Vuitton Don.
At what?
Number 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's definitely not bad. Number 4, we got Tupac. I was about to say the GOAT. we got the greatest of all 4. We got number 3, Kendrick Lamar. Number 2, Rakim. And number 1, Jay-Z, Hova, the Great.
Yeah, the one thing you can take out of this is we all have Jay-Z at number 1.
Yeah, I kind of came to the conclusion a few years ago that I think Jay-Z's just the greatest rapper of all time, and I just don't really think it's up for debate anymore. It's just so hard to argue against it. Like, really just try to, bro. I don't know. So I happened to notice I was the only one with Kendrick Lamar in my top 5 of all time. So transitioning into our next segment, our Prove Me Wrong. Boys, prove me wrong. Kendrick is top 5 of all time.
For me, I think I need one more banger of an album from him. Not to say that his previous projects haven't been like fucking amazing, but I think he needs just one more project that's just amazing.
Yeah.
I had him at 7 and 6 on my list. Like, he's so close to 5, bro.
Yeah, I have him in my top 10, no doubt. Like, as I just said,
I agree with you. I think he's right at 6, 7. He's on the cusp, and he needs one more album to get him to 5 or top 5, I should say.
I feel you, man. I think he's already there. I just don't see that. I just don't see that many artists that have as good albums as he does. I think he has one of the strongest discographies in hip hop period right now.
Yeah, and I definitely agree.
He's got like 2 arguably like 10 out of 10 albums. 2 of the best rap albums of the decade, easily. Plus Damn is amazing on its own. Plus his Breakout was amazing. I don't know. I just think he's kind of top 5. I just think he's got the spot. He's certified now. I think he's there.
Yeah, maybe he's definitely very close, and he's on the right track for me.
For sure. I definitely feel you guys. So if you guys disagree, agree, you think Kendrick's top 5 of all time, you think he's not even top 50, whatever you think, let us know. We'd love to hear you guys. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, everything at Ferda Tunes with a Z. So that'll be it for our second official episode, and we plan on releasing episodes weekly about Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get a proper schedule in place. Hopefully we will be on streaming services soon. Hopefully our audio is A1. And hopefully you guys take care. Have a good week. Take it easy. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Let's fucking go.